I get magical
Yes,
secrets
there's
as
a
well as
pearl in there.
15.
One pearl?
There's one pearl in there.
I want it!
What do you need a pearl for?
A spell.
Yeah, I guess that much.
That I will be able to cast once with one pearl.
I've got the long rest click, I'm
I
guessing.
mean, you're lucky. I tried to find a certain diamond there. It wasn't there last time I rolled for it.
White pearl. If there's any gold dust too, that'd be great.
I mean, there's gold coins in there. You can probably just grind down some gold to make gold dust.
If we divvy out the treasure, that's what I'll do with all my gold. I'll just make dust.
Oh, you think Tails is just gonna divvy up the treasure?
Well, hopefully.
That's a pretty ballsy hope there.
What?
That's a pretty
Why
bold
is everyone thinking that dolls are so
I didn't.
at all? When did she ever?
I didn't.
Bold.
Yeah, the ring. The ring was different. She
Okay,
should
well then
give
let's
someone
divvy
the
out
ring
the
if they
treasure.
ask.
I mean, even Dolarian trusted her to keep a hold of the treasure until he asks her for something. That's
Yeah,
probably
see?
because he's naive, but still.
Yeah, I was just about
Hey,
to say.
Rune trusts her to hold on to treasure, not be a selfish
long
bitch.
rest, then I imagine.
Well, one of them
What-
is done, the other one is their, you know, what they call, whatever.
What is this whatever territory?
I'm not her booty call.
Melody, you said you were gonna do some mischief.
Well, mischief, not really, but yeah, I wanted to
Stab half the party.
get up as soon as I'm rested in 6
Do
hours.
it, you get one shot. You better make it count.
And I just wanted to go to the monolith.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, you leave your chamber and you walk towards the monolith. Do you,
Dooba-dooba-doo.
Valerian, do you just let the skeletons... Like, do they just stand in
Yeah,
your
they
room
just stand there
next
because
to-
I was basically too drunk to tell them what else to do. From one beer.
The middle net.
As you go downstairs, though,
Oh.
you see Devil just standing by the door, unmoving.
Who's this guy again?
Okay,
Sonoris.
fine, don't read
Group
this.
Squad Ahira.
Oh. He's just standing at the door?
Yeah, unmoving.
Like in front of it, blocking it?
No, just sort of to the side of it.
He's like looking at a window?
You can't really see. The helmet's sort of just staring straight ahead
Like facing which way?
towards the door.
Is everything alright?
How loudly do you say that?
In a normal speaking tone, I guess?
You get no response.
Gonna wave a hand in front of his face.
You get no response.
Do I hear him breathing?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh goody!
Do Warforged breathe, by the way?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Interesting theory.
13.
Unfortunately wrong.
Oh.
You can hear a very raspy breathing.
He has a
In
helmet on,
fact-
right?
It sounds a little like he's snoring.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of stay to the side of the door. Just like open it.
Yeah, the door just kind of swings out.
There's no like sudden attack from.
Not so far.
I guess I'll just leave.
How do you step out of the door?
Uh.
By walking.
Yeah. It's like.
Yeah, you step outside. The air's pretty fresh. Really appreciate it. Oh, snow behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you close the door?
I'll close it quietly.
And you softly close the door. You're now outside.
Okay. I'll carry on to the monolith.
Doesn't take you very long, and you stand in front of the monolith.
I enter.
Why is Frank not in his bed anymore?
Maybe he woke up.
So, oh, I thought people were like going. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I woke
Someone-
up for everyone else.
Someone sneaking out in the middle of the night.
You go to bed, Draco. What do you do about Robert?
That is a good point. I can't. Oh fuck! I can't. Okay. I'll tell him to stay in the corner, I suppose.
You lock the door, close the door.
Yeah. I will lock the door.
Give me a perception roll.
Jeez.
Hey.
13.
In the middle of what you would call probably night, you know it's been like a few hours of you sleeping. You just kind of wake after
Oh, I
one
can have my
phase of
homunculus
deep
look out
sleep.
to see if Robert is moving, and then tell me if he's leaving.
Well, indeed, well, he's not opening the door. He's just sort of walking against it. So you hear the soft scraping. You have some trouble falling back asleep. But it's... After a while, it's rhythmic enough that you just zonk out again.
Good.
Poor Robert.
Okay, what do you do? Do you go into the monolith or do you stay outside?
I'm going in.
Do you need me to pull out the map again because I put it in a bag?
No, probably
Okay.
not. When I do enter, is the door with the eye closed?
It is.
Okay. And I'm alone. So I
Mhm.
walk towards it. Does it open?
It grinds open. And it stares at you. And you get an uneasy feeling. And it snaps shut.
It shuts?
And the pillars grind into the floor.
Wait, so it reshut?
It opened its eye. It measured you. And then it closed the eye and it opened.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll just spend a bit of time going through the places we've been and using comprehend languages on all the scrolls and stuff. Just to see if I can learn anything.
Not all the scrolls, because one of them is in my backpack.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh, I need one for comprehend languages? And I'm ritually casting it, by the way. Hey, what roll?
Intelligence.
19.
Well, you don't get much from the scrolls, which in and of itself tells you that it's not an existing language. What that means to you is that it could possibly be like an encryption, like a code that an individuum has created for themselves that can only be understood with either a key or by the individual itself.
Using comprehend languages, could I somehow attempt to make a key?
No, as it is not a language in and of itself. The
Learn this for
result,
nothing.
if it came out in a different language, you could definitely understand, but
Hmm.
this is high level stuff. After all, from your assumption, it was probably created by the dragon for itself to understand the schematics it was making.
Damn it. Salty.
This is like supercomputer level encryption.
The precious spells! Okay,
Ritual cast.
and I'll go back. That was a waste.
Okay, you return to the tavern. How do you open the door?
I'm salty, I probably just kick it open.
You actually kick it open?
No, not like forcefully, but I'll like turn the knob and then just like bump it with my foot. Like, ugh.
Okay. Well, frustrated, you sort of forcefully open the door, and as you step inside, there was still just standing there.
Is he still snoring?
Do you check?
Yes.
Yes, he's still snoring. Freya, get out of the game if your computer's burning. Just watch like the Aspen stream, it's fine.
In the background, you can hear the fire extinguisher.
Don't like overheat your computer. Not worth it.
Okay. I just can't type, otherwise I will burn my fingers.
Oh my god! Turn on the computer.
Fuck,
Jesus
Freya!
Christ!
What kind of computer is that?
What the hell?
How old is that?
It's been through a lot, but
How many of us are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If all of us save like
Oh.
$50, we can help
No,
like
it's
for
okay.
like I don't know, like make it a 1 year thing. If Freya fucking makes it a year, does everyone save up $50 to help Freya? Call it Christmas or something. Fucking hell,
Or
girl.
something.
All stream at the same time so she can have multiple POVs.
Yeah, Trey, just get multiple monitors for your computer to run so
Swear
you
to
can
God,
watch
I'm
you
gonna,
bust
I'm
at
gonna
the
set
same
up a
time.
GoFundMe for your freaking new laptop.
I'll give you $50.
no.
I will legitimately, Freya, give you
Put in the
$50
effort.
to help you towards a new computer. Dead serious, I'll do it.
Dude, it's fine. I just
It's really not, honestly, at this point. You just said you're gonna fucking burn your fingers if you type. Girl, what part of that is fine?
no. It's fine. Hey, it's not that bad.
Do you have a PayPal?
Girl, do you have a PayPal?
GoFundMe.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
They're different.
But you only post pictures of your aunt.
My hot computer.
Oh my
You
god,
see.
yes. Just
Sexiest
like with the thermometer so you can see how hot it is.
You need to
And one
ice
time you just put like a plate of butter on it and see it melt.
So they-
Legitimately, get a PayPal. I'll give you $50. This is ridiculous.
Same.
don't know how much
Same.
$50 gonna do.
It's something towards a new computer.
It's 7 in any other currency.
Every 6 months, I'll give you another $50 to that computer. I'll add it to my budget right now. I don't know if I'm joking or not. I guess we'll find out.
Okay, so are you then waiting, Melody, until
Yeah, just
they
like,
awaken?
So where is Telsa sleeping, by the way?
let's set the bar.
Galarian.
Okay.
With Valerian. Yeah, she'll come in, she'll get off his armor, and then she'll snuggle.
Oh,
He's giving bad.
it's probably the first time while you do that, Telsa, that you've ever hear him snoring.
She's gonna grin. Put a pillow over his head.
And smother him.
What?
What?
What is
Those
it?
better not be
Well,
trumpets
you
fucking waking.
awaken
Wait,
to the distant sound of trumpets and a fanfare.
wait, you guys just hear through the walls? For fuck's sake! Just hear Rune shout that through the wall.
Melody, you suddenly just see Devil moving again.
Ah, awake early. Good man.
And you see him just walk up. And, well, the rest of you suddenly hear rapping on the door.
Rapping?
You know, rapping on the door. Rapping the knuckles, you know, just knocking.
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
Deva, I'm like a tremor.
Our name is Faraj and we're here to say
Abadibadubada.
we're gonna get the Godstone
Alright.
safe today.
Have you ever heard of Deva? I will check you like a tremor.
Mothman's here. Let's
So
go
bad
and
that
greet
none of
them.
you are
Makes a good impression.
musicians. I'm just gonna stick their head out the door and give one a mildly dirty look.
So, Draco,
Yes.
yeah, you awaken and there he is. Slowly walking at the door.
Morning, Robert.
Morning.
Right. Would you move out the way so I can unlock the door?
He sort of awkwardly just sidesteps a few times.
Cool, I'll unlock the door. And we can get out.
I'm gonna figure something to say. Anyone who like sees Rune today, like they look kind of different. They look more feminine. There's like their hair is like that's usually been just like pure white has like almost orange at the bottom now, and they're just like they just look more colorful than they usually do. You can see kind of like almost orange or red swirling designs coming up their arms and shoulders.
Behind you, you hear a loud wooden crash as Devon just walks through a door. And you
What?
just hear him shout.
The fuck?
Like he didn't even kick. He just kind of walked through it.
Is there now like a shape of him in that wooden door? Like,
Not really. It's just kind of not there. The door.
okay.
It
I was hoping
around.
for the cartoon-like, shaped hole in the wall.
Rune,
Yeah.
I did want to let you know, and I want to preface this by saying I understand why you don't like the technology, and I know why you didn't want me to have that big dragon. But there were some designs I've been working on for a while, and I did make this. represents his little dragon homunculus.
Cute.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you saw it so you didn't smash it on the battlefield or anything.
He just kind of gives Draco like a very level stare. He's like, "What do you take me for?"
A
Still
very
really
strong
wanting to
person
shit.
with a big weapon.
Believe it or not, I'm not unreasonable.
No, I know. I just... If you saw it and it was a construct, you might want to
Oh
smash
my
it.
fucking god. I don't have anything against constructs. I've
What?
things against... Fuck. Oh, I do not have enough patience.
Alright.
Come on.
I...
Don't stay in the way.
Nothing wrong with constructs. My problem is with who makes them. The
Oh,
Golem
yeah.
Forge is...
Squad hero just kind of pushes past you.
I mean, Rune's not in the way. They're in the way, but Rune's not. I have a problem with the Golem Forge because it's dangerous, and people will take advantage of it because most city folk and others are generally selfishly natured. And
Okay.
I have a problem with the constructs in that place because of who made them. I don't give a fuck if you have a construct. Fucking hell.
Right. Also, I made you this, and he gives you a little glowing orb. Just to help you see a bit.
Thanks, kid. I'm
Nothing
gonna give you
personal,
a
kid.
smile.
Is there
Right.
food at the bar or anything?
What?
Is
Wait,
there
hi,
food?
art.
Well, I mean, there's some stale bread lying around out here. There's some very, very old meat that kind of starts to smell a bit off. I mean, it's been there for like a day or two.
I'll
You
eat my fill of bread.
could probably find some more supplies in the pantry or like the storeroom, maybe.
Not gonna raid the place, just eat my fill of bread and then now.
Well, you eat some stale bread. Please
Quick
add
question.
+1 bread to your... No, I'm kidding.
While I was at the monolith earlier, could I have grabbed, like, shards of the bit of wall that was broken if there's any lying around?
Well, curiously enough, none of the walls or floor were broken.
So the hole into the monolith is just like a clean hole.
Well, the hole into the monolith seems to be sandstone, something like that. But
Oh,
the
never mind,
walls
that's
inside are different.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh my god, it's delirious. Which way is the doorway to downstairs? Is it this
is-
way or that way?
Yeah, it's not a doorway, it's a stairs.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, excuse you.
Where the fuck is everyone else?
I'm already outside.
Sleeping.
Not you, them.
Well, they're sleeping or outside if you're looking for Arhira.
I'm gonna peek my head out and see if they're out there.
Outside in front of the tavern, you see Squad Ahira, almost neatly lined up.
I'll go stand, not
You
like.
go outside with them, Melody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went outside, but I sit off.
Do you like
off to the
stay
side.
in line with? Okay.
No, I'm not part of their group.
I'll go outside with Melody.
They
then.
look kind of tired and they're sort of just dozing off. Well, everyone except Devor.
On something to lean against or whatever.
Go stand with Melody.
Devor
Mhm,
assumes
I'm
sort
not.
of the same pose that he had looking at the door yesterday. Kind of stands at the corner, waiting expectantly.
You sleep alright?
Proves me.
Hmm?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see you.
I don't know where to put my fucking token bullshit. Oh, it's outside. There's so many fucking maps. Oh my god.
Sorry that this inn has 2 freaking levels.
Ah.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
I
God.
can't believe
Let me just, there we go. There.
Jesus.
Magic.
Okay. There. Now I'm outside.
It's one map now.
Melody. Yeah, no, that's Melody. Yeah, I asked you how you slept.
Seems alright.
Hmm.
You have to float one map over the other.
That guy, Devore, was sleeping, standing up at the door.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna like take a peek at him. What an odd. He walked through a door. Like, it didn't open, just fucking walked through it earlier. What an odd man.
I think he's the oldest one here.
Oh, I don't know about that. Have you seen that party? Got some pretty odd ducks with us.
Have any of us walked through a door?
Point taken. I'm sure Frank would if he could. I won't put it past him.
Frank can sleep standing up. That's just the thing.
I think Frank could sleep standing up, honestly.
Hmm.
He's pretty odd as well. Maybe it has something to do with the big men in armor. Kind of shrugs.
What if the war was just 3 dwarves in an armor? Anyway, do you guys just wait, or
What else are we gonna do?
are the guys inside staying inside? Is
Yeah.
Solarian still sleeping?
Yeah, no one woke me up.
You guys are such.
Did Telsa also go back to sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
I hate this party.
Okay.
She's lying on Dolarian, waking her up every morning.
Well, Melody, Rune, and
Bye.
Frank.
Seeing
You
as
see
we're
the
clearly
riot-
missing someone,
Yeah.
I'll head back in, take a look around. Still, even with my lower intelligence, I can deduce that we are missing some people. So I'll
We
go
just
up,
get Freya and you.
having no idea which room they are in. I'll just stand like in the middle here. Just take a deep breath.
Oh god. Huh?
5 more
Give
minutes.
me a dexterity saving throw, Dularia.
Let me. Where's my die? There. Dexterity say. That's not that good. That's a +0. It's an 11.
Well, you get startled out of bed, and well, you were kind of sleeping a little bit close to the edge, and you suddenly just. But you managed to sort of lessen the blow by putting your right arm into the direction of the floor, and you're just kind of lying on the ground.
I'm looking up and look into the faces of 2 skeletons just looking at me. And I'm just... What is going on? You can
Hearing
probably
the
hear that, Frank, through the door.
commotion going on. I'll
Do not
just
answer.
walk back down. They should be awake now.
Let's go. Telsa?
Hmm.
What was that? Do you think they are in trouble again?
She slowly gets out of bed.
And he realizes that his armor is somewhere in the corner, probably, of the room, and he slowly
Yeah, or
starts
just
to
in front
he
of
slowly
the bed.
starts to take on his armor again, which probably takes a couple minutes.
You were wearing heavy armor, right?
Yes.
I think that's 10 minutes of
Yeah.
donning your
I'm gonna ask the skeletons to help me put the armor on.
It reduces it down to 5. In the meantime, downstairs and outside, you can see Aramis arrive, and the arrival of the royal house Aramis looks less like a royal procession and a little bit like an impromptu invasion. Several squads of soldiers just pour through the streets, securing alleys and sideways, as a small group of riders just sort of charges down the cleared main street. You wonder for a moment how they managed to get horses down here, but before you can make any assumptions, General Orteg stops his gallop hard in front of the monolith's now empty gathering plaza in front of you. Worry doesn't even come close to describing Orteg's expression. He looks as though he'd aged a few years since last you saw him. His gaze is firmly locked at the monolith, where the huge hole still contrasts the structure's light exterior. I've read the reports, but it's different seeing it. I've been here so many times, and the only thing that's remained unchangeable was the monolith. So I believed. And he scratches his hand.
Is he like within speaking distance of us?
To you, yes.
Good. Well then. I was like, you think it looks different from the
You were-
outside?
wait,
It's
hello,
not
you're pretty
worse
quiet.
inside. It was much worse inside. Believe me.
Yeah, well, I'll need a full briefing. I need to decide what happened in there. And also why... And he sort of pulls a crumbled paper out of his breastplate. Why the governor is dead and his daughter has resigned.
Before we got here, things, flesh beings, or constructs,
Flesh
I
golems.
guess, flesh golems, thank you, would crawl out of that monolith, slaughter townspeople, and then drag their bodies back in to make more. And a lot of people fucking died.
I would like to think this whole ordeal was not a targeted attack at us directly, at least at our endeavor. But the timing is just too convenient. Or do you feel otherwise? You were there. Any insights to our attacker? The camp? The monolith?
Nothing concrete. But
There
perhaps.
was a clockwork dragon inside that was following 33-year-old plans from the roll.
Talked about an arch enemy that is extraplanar and apparently poisoned the ley lines with some kind of virus, and that it was potentially still coming in some respect. Whatever that means.
To clarify, because as a player you'd know this. I'm not
Okay.
sure if it. Maybe I should send you the script afterwards.
Is the mate lost? Okay.
the virus was one of the steps of the plan,
Oh, okay.
but it's unsure if it's if it was ever fully finished or
Successful.
Okay, then I'll clarify that instead of what I had, and I'll edit my notes. But yeah, if you want to send me the script, I won't say no.
Yeah.
Well, then Rune will clarify that there is that thing. Whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And at the camp,
There was no one there. There's a giant thing made of swords that tried to murder us.
another
And
construct.
probably the mine was collapsed. There's no way in. Which is suspicious and definitely seems now
Well-
less like a coincidence.
This mission is off to a great start so far. We were expecting setbacks, but not right off the bat. I thought we'd prepared, but to think that we'd be routed this easily. Well, it likely take a lot of string pulling, but since the power structure is so disrupted here, likely we'll set a steward in this town that'll be loyal to the house, and we can establish base camp directly next to the descent. There are some of you missing. Have you lost people?
I think this is sleeping.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking.
Did they not hear the trumpets? That's
Yeah,
fine.
did you miss
Could
the part where we fought
perhaps
a
you could go and
dragon?
fetch them.
Yeah.
They should be on their way.
Guess 5 minutes are over by now.
I would say your armor is donned. Does Telsa just remain in bed, or
No, she'll
Come
come
on,
out
get up.
eventually. Get ready.
Gonna bring the skeletons outside?
Of course I do.
as you
She'll
step
follow the
outside,
lanes.
your skeletons in tow, the horses start whinnying and sort of, scaredly turning in a trot while the riders try to calm them down. Draco, do you also go outside, or?
Draco is currently fiddling with a bag.
Okay, so that's a no.
Get your ass out here, fucking hell.
Come and get me, fucking hell.
Don't think I won't. Actually, I won't. You know, if you want to look bad, that's your fucking fault.
What
Maybe
is
we're
going
close
on
then.
outside here?
Maybe if you'd been on time, you'd know.
Well, no
you see
one woke me
a
up for this
row-
gathering.
A row of riders in front of you, and amongst them is one familiar face, General Ortek from the surface that originally gave you the mission. Ah, well, seems like we're short one or two people. And when he mentions two, he throws a glance at Squad Ahira. It does matter. Have you seen the Hardridge descent? If not, I'll lead you right there.
Have we seen it?
You have not.
We haven't seen it yet.
Yes, Melody?
Melody just goes back
Rusty.
in front Draco.
Oh, not Rusty. What?
Rusty!
Rusty!
Maybe Robert is rusty, maybe.
Rusty!
Draco, what are you doing in here?
Hang on, I'm about to get it.
We're about to leave.
Shit. Alright. Give me 5 minutes.
Well, they do this. We know address. Something I would say. Ahira had an idea about splitting resources of the town. It was a good one, but we haven't had the chance to talk to the mayor yet.
Any supplies in particular, or how did this idea come up?
A giant band of ruffians lit a building on fire, and in front of it was a bunch of crates of supplies.
Ah, okay. There was nothing in the report about that. Is that something else I need briefing on, or?
We exited the monolith. A hero was here. We were like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Our plans went to shit as well." And then a bunch of people started screaming, so we went to go check it out, and there was just like 20-something people with weapons and a very bad attitude, and they're all dead now. And there is a lot of supplies in boxes over there.
No. Okay. I mean, doesn't sound too unusual for Monolith. We'll take care of them once we've settled organizational matters. He gives a few orders to one of the riders that immediately bolts off along the street before he himself ungracefully dismounts his destrier and motions towards the monolith. Leading his horse by the harness, he just strides forward, seemingly expecting you to follow.
Fine.
Could we get 5 minutes? Our absent friend is dilly-dallying.
Just tell it. Fuck it. Rune's gonna go in. I have to pull my mic away a bit for this one. Draco, what the fuck are you up to?
I've cracked a thing. I'm good to go. I'm ready.
You better fucking be, or else we're leaving without you, I swear.
I haven't tested it, but
I don't give a fuck.
Let's go.
We're out.
oh fuck, Robert. Go on, follow us.
Fucking hell. Storms out looking done as fuck. Like the first thing in the morning, and Rune is already done with your shit.
You see that Ortec and Guadahira are already a little bit ways into the plaza, sort of heading straight towards the monolith.
I'm following them. And I'm probably gonna call it to them
Yes, you
not
can
to
follow
enter
us to
it.
the west.
Okay,
Wait, they look like they're going like into the
No,
monolith.
They are not.
Okay,
In
good.
fact, as soon as he stands directly in front of the monolith, he takes a right.
Is Robert still following us?
Well, good that you're asking, because the second you turn right, it just kind of keeps going straight. And it's almost into the hole by the time you notice.
Shit, Robert!
This is
Oh
You shout
god.
out to him, he turns his head and just starts walking towards you again.
It was... I assume...
It takes you a few minutes to round the edge of the monolith. And around the corner, dead center at the foot of the monolith's wall, you see a large square hole, perfectly smooth. A rectangular tunnel leads straight downwards into the earth underneath the colossal building. At roughly 30 degrees decline. Some people think this has always been here since the collapse. In truth, it was Artorius men when they tried to dig underneath the structure to get inside. We're still not 100% sure what kind of tools or machinery they used, but the walls are smooth, like the rock was molten and hardened, so it's safe to assume magic was involved in its creation. Luckily, this means there's little to no chance of it caving in, making this our most secure route into the lower level.
game here then.
General Ortec turns to his horse and for a few seconds he just rummages through the large bags on the back of the horse and pulls out a leather map, which he unfurls in front of you. Just might not
It's a
keep this
map.
around because it's a pretty fucking big picture.
Map.
Map of Monolith.
Not that map.
Swipe or no swiping.
Let's see how long this loads.
Oh, loading.
Oh god. There we go.
God, that's
That's
huge.
tiny. Whoa, that's cool.
Oh man,
That's rad.
very nifty.
Did
He
you make
unfolds a large leathery map that has been visibly painted on and is of very high quality make. He points towards the top level where Monolith lies, which you can very easily identify. And then he points 3 levels down towards, which appears to be a large stone cavern. In our original plan, your major route was supposed to lead you past this next area down here directly to the stone fields around Athesta. It's a city of mountain dwarves. Now, contact with the city is rather sporadic. News reaches us only by traders, and, well, the routes through the thicket are dangerous, and not a lot of people are willing to brave the dark for money unless they're looking for ironstones. But the way is shut, and we're here, so there's no sense in griping. The area immediately after the Hardridge descent, and he points to the dark area of the forest. Do we have a marker? Yeah. Directly underneath the monolith. The area after Hardridge descent is not connected directly to the main shaft of the abyss, so there's little to no light reaching the cave. I want you to expect complete darkness and prepare accordingly. It's a pocketed cave system containing the remains of what used to be the old Tel Noral forest. But well, it's been growing wild and dangerous. Some people have tried to settle down there some time ago. I don't think any of them ever stuck around. I want you to be careful down there, and for God's sakes, do not lose your guide. And as he says this, he shoots an angry glance at Devor, who just, in response, shrugs. But in his massive armor, it looks almost comical. Speaking of which, Aret, why don't you go ahead and run your scouting? I'm sure they'll wait for you at the foot of the descent. At being dismissed like this, Aret looks confused for a moment, as if wanting to say something. But then he turns around and sprints towards the dark maw leading down and vanishes in the tunnel. Ortec kind of looks after him for a minute, as if trying to make sure that Arad is out of earshot. So, about Arad, I still have my doubts. You've been keeping a close eye on him. Have you noticed anything, any unusual behavior? Have you been getting along?
He's a damn fine fellow and a good person to have in a fight.
Has he
Well,
asked
down
you any
here.
unusual questions?
Very few. He's not the most talkative person, but he saved my life at least once or twice.
He was reliable during the fights, yes.
Do you have suspicions for... Out of character, has he already told us why he's suspicious of Arette? Or is this the first time we're hearing it?
He mentioned in the beginning that he wasn't sure about him because he used to be a black nose, which
Ah,
is the sort of, you know this as players, as the characters, the sort of agent force of the Krata Kek faction.
Rune just kind of shrugs then and is like, seems trustworthy. I've met much less trustworthy people.
I
Seems
believe he
fine.
snorted gunpowder down.
Now he looks at you confused for a second. Well, he's black nose. You do know what that means, right?
But it's gunpowder.
Yes. Black noses snort gunpowder for enhanced abilities.
That's why their noses are black.
Hence the name.
Hence, yeah.
I cannot wrap my head around that.
As
Well,
far as
a
I've...
few mages have tried. The thing with black noses is that we've not captured any of them alive.
Shit,
for
Art was
autopsy.
with us.
So, how does it work? Our mages don't know. But apparently it does work. And as long as he remains loyal, I have no reason to question that.
That's not good. Seems fine. Honestly, between the mechanical dragon and the whole monolith deal and everything else that went to shit, I can honestly say I haven't been paying attention to most people's questions.
Keen mind. Did he ask us anything?
Keen mind is like I have no clue what to do. Keen mind.
You've activated my trap card!
I don't think he has.
No, he hasn't really asked you any questions.
Though I am internally freaking out that he was with us in the monolith, and Rune doesn't look too happy. That realization happens. What has he told you? Has he told you anything about what's happened?
What, alright?
Are we talking about someone else?
Well, I've not really had any reports directly from him, if that's what you're asking. He's
What?
doing his job as a guide, as far as I can tell.
What have you been told about our misadventure into the monolith?
As much as you've told me. Like I said, you've not actually sent any report. Aside from the report that Ahira sent, there's nothing I've received.
Right. Good. I mean, yeah, I'll
Good.
write one up later.
He now eyes you kind of suspiciously.
Yeah, at that point, we're just rolling our eyes and be like,
Yeah,
listen, it's... Don't get all weird or whatever. It's just... I think it's good that none of us have individually sent anything because our perceptions might be quite different. Shoot a dirty look at Dritko.
I have a -1.
Telsa also hides her
Give
bags
me a
of
slide
gold.
of... No, give me a slide of hand check for that.
Not actually. I mean, I
I want to
can.
see if you by accident just spill all of the gold on the ground.
It's unlikely
so funny.
since I can't roll beneath the pen, but
Oh god, okay, well then never mind. Jesus. Wait, how much fucking sleight of hand do you have?
+9.
What the fuck?
I am.
I mean, she's a bard.
I have expertise in it.
Yeah, as a bard, you basically have plus
Oh,
endless to everything.
Very, very well.
yeah.
That's the one thing I could have.
I wouldn't go in it by yourself, though.
What do you mean? Is the place not secured?
First of all, I don't think you could get it open. Second of all, the pathways like to loop endlessly. There's a large amount of riddles that need to be solved in order to get anywhere. Plus, there's some pretty dangerous things lurking about in hidden hallways.
Hidden hallways. Fine. Well, I guess we'll get together a force to
Just leave it alone.
explore it.
Just leave
Leave
it.
it alone.
Yeah,
Well, what if those things that hide in hidden hallways come out?
they won't. They're only activated by people being in there. The best thing that you can do is seal it. Never touch it again. And leave
Wasn't that
it.
just this morning? It's fine.
I hate Melody so much.
I'm gonna piss them off.
We'll send for some sort of expert on the matter. I'm sure they'll figure out what to do, but more pressing matters. Since Eret is out scouting, I suspect once he's done, he'll be at the foot of the descent. I suggest you take the time to prepare and, well, originally I would have had you and Ahira go down there together, but since we need to find a new guide, I guess they will be a day or two behind you.
What happened to their
Regardless, they were
guide?
meant to split off from you again anyway.
Died, obviously.
He just mentioned they lost
Well,
him.
why don't you ask them about it?
Dever, what happened to your guide?
So, you see, he's a
Oh,
dwarf.
great.
You see?
We were past the bog on our way to the Mion camp, and while we were asking questions about the abyss itself, you know, it's not every day you see a huge hole in the middle of a cave. And I mean, he was standing kind of close to it, and he's kind of really hard to see. So it's kind of and
Wait, what happened?
He accidentally pushed him down?
I accidentally pushed him down. We sent for
My
for
God.
Alia immediately, but apparently you can't just fly up and down the abyss because of some downdraft. So,
You have no idea how much I love Dever.
he might be down there, you know.
It's good to know they're as incompetent as us.
Rune is just giving. Rune, like, isn't even looking at anyone. It's just, like, empty space. The most incredulous, I can't believe this is the fuck that I'm dealing with expression. They look like they're gonna fucking explode with exasperation.
Dularian just looks completely neutral. Oh, that is a shame. Maybe we're gonna meet him down there. Who knows? Sometimes the ways of the gods
Did you
shove us
seriously just
to
fucking
different
say
paths.
that?
Yes.
Rune will turn and this time give Delarian the incredulous look, and then turn back to the general guy and be like, "Are you serious?"
Who, me?
No, asking the general. General guy, whatever his name is.
Has just a.
By the way, where is he? Why don't we have a general figurine?
Because I don't want to go through my bags of
Okay.
minutes.
Why
right
do they
now.
have like the same expression? They're just
If
bubbling.
it matters, I'll pull them out again. But right now, I don't think you really
Yeah.
need it.
Okay. It's fine.
The general's just sharing an exasperated look.
I'm gonna send a prayer to the dreamer. So he may protect the guide.
Well, Orteg turns to go back to the town and hesitates for a moment before grabbing a small bag off the back of the horse and hands it to Dolarian, and then leads his horse away towards the town.
Yeah, without thinking, he just takes the bag and looks at it and is a bit confused. And opens it, I guess.
There's a bunch of carrots inside.
He looks really. He actually
No,
looks really
Stay
delighted.
vigilant.
He looks like he's really not. I mean, he's not like completely smiling, but you can see a light smirk on his face. That he's happy.
Now that the general's gone, I'm gonna wait till he's like a bit like away, and then we're just gonna smack Melody's shoulder really hard.
It's gonna equally hurt you because it's metal.
I don't give a fuck. You know what, you're right, you're right.
Dong.
I'll smack Melody in the back of the head actually really hard.
That's also gonna hurt.
I don't give a fuck.
Ow! What was that for?
You fucking dunce.
What?
Did you not think that maybe I was trying to keep him out of the fucking obelisk?
I mean, you can't go in it
I
anyway.
was there
The door's
this morning,
closed.
it was fine. You don't think they might find a way inside?
Yeah, I don't.
Fucking, I can't believe.
From what I gather, the door only opens for me and maybe Robert.
You think that they're just gonna give up when they figure out what it is?
I don't think they're going to.
You don't know that.
Haven't they been trying to get in that for quite a while now? A variety of people, and they have not been able to.
We got in there, didn't we?
Yes, but because the door opened for one of us.
special.
Are you the only person like you in the world?
I mean, probably not.
Do you
No.
really think that it's
Maybe.
implausible that
Possible.
they might chance upon someone like you, or they might figure out that they have to like try everything and they might make it inside?
I think it's extremely unlikely.
But not impossible.
I suppose not, but low enough where I'm not concerned. Unless Robert
Stupid.
breaks away from us.
Which he does constantly.
Speaking of
I
weather,
agree. Where's Robert?
is he so quiet?
Oh god.
Wow. He's actually still standing there.
In my defense, I personally think we should have left Robert in there until we can figure out how to fix him fully, rather than having a lost puppy.
Well, the kid wanted a pet, so he wasn't listening
He's
to
not
any of
a
us.
pet.
He's not,
Mhm.
but he kind of is. At this current point in time.
You gotta watch him. You gotta care for him. He follows you around, but barely listens to you.
Right, and if that was a human, you'd describe him as a pet, would you?
No, I describe him as a toddler.
Exactly.
Alright,
This isn't-
you have a baby
It's closer to a
wolf.
giant armored toddler than
Is
a
this funny to
puppy
you?
pet. I don't understand why you're so agitated by it.
Whatever. Consequences are on you if they get in, I guess.
Exactly. I don't have a
Also,